Go ahead.
This nigga Byron from Fresh and Fit.
20 minutes?
This nigga Byron from Fresh and Fit got these motherfuckers mad as hell right now. I don't know what college, university, in their right mind thought this was going to be a great idea, but heck, they brought Myron from Fresh and Fit. Nigga over here that's talking about the Jews and how Hitler was right about some shit, some things, and don't get us started on the feminism. They brought him to a college campus, and you know, like all college campuses are majority all women, like more than half. I'm gonna actually make a real video because I just hopped into this live stream, but he about to leave. But yeah, he got these college students pissed off. And they all look the script. Let's just say that.
Fact.
It's not a
Biological
fact. You're describing what you want in men.
Okay, good one. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of been shown throughout time that, you know, women have a pretty narrow attraction trigger base of what they like in men.
And you have a narrow attraction trigger base too. You just want women with 0 body count and all that.
Okay. That's not what I said. I think you're misrepresenting my position. But yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you like men.
Okay, good one.
That's very
You
grown
guys
up.
gonna make ad homs, man. Like, at least, like, practice it before.
21 and
I haven't
plus.
been here the whole time, so I apologize
Sure.
if this question's been asked before.
Sure.
When you say women deserve less, is that from you or the majority of men, from the world?
I think men need to stop simping on women. I think it's a problem. So when I say women deserve less, what I mean by that is guys need to kind of go into a relationship and make women earn their validation and resources and everything else that comes with being in a relationship.
So I'm confused how women needing to show their worth equals them deserving less.
Well, the thing is that a lot of women are very entitled and they think, oh, I'm just here. You know, I want you to do X, Y, Z. And I need guys to basically understand their value and make women earn that validation, because the problem is, thanks to social media and dating apps and everything else, women have an abundance of options. And if you're just another sucker that's going to be a nice guy and spend your time, resource, energy on her, you're not going to differentiate yourself. So guys need to kind of go into relationships with a little bit more self-respect and give them less, especially up front.
Okay, so the statement women deserves less is to encourage men to make women believe they also deserve less?
Well, I think it's pretty
for
much instilling.
relationships?
It's instilling a relationship dynamic where the woman needs to work to get his validation. She's just not going to get it for just existing and having a vagina.
So they still deserve good things, but only if they are good themselves.
They got to earn it. Yep,
Okay.
that's what it comes down to. I'm all for men treating women nice and, you know, obviously paying for dates, taking them out, committing to them. I'm all for that, but I think that most women simply don't qualify for that because a lot of women have bad habits. A lot of them are rude, obnoxious, masculine. These are things that guys should be looking out for to avoid.
So what qualities?
Like these women over here, for example.
So what
Like,
qualities?
that's not ladylike behavior to, like, just yell and heckle on the left-hand side.
So what qualities in a woman would make
No,
her
it is
deserve what you would consider?
Well, I think that's
Good
dependent
man.
upon the man. I think, you know, depending on where the guy is and what he's looking for, I think a woman's job is kind of to adhere to his program and get on what he needs done. Because every guy is different, right? On what preferences they have, maybe with the way that she looks versus what she provides to him. But I think that's based on the guy, and it's the woman's job to figure that out.
But do you believe that you should choose your partner as they come, not to change them?
I'm sorry?
Do you believe that you should choose your partner as they come, not to change them?
No, actually, I think you do need to change them to a degree. I think a part of, and the reason why is because, so we live in this gynocentric society that's wired women to think a certain way that doesn't adhere to a good relationship dynamic, right? They're taught, you know, pursue a career, have sex with as many men as you want, be sexually liberated, behave like a man, be masculine, be obnoxious, challenge him. these are things that men are not attracted to, but most men are not honest with what they actually are attracted to, because they get a lot of hate, as you guys can see right now, right? I'm saying these things that a lot of men think, but this is quite a bit of heckling here. So there's a reason why men don't speak up about this, because if they speak up about it, they're going to be labeled a misogynist, a sexist, an asshole. And a lot of guys think the way that I do, but they never actually express it out verbally. So
I feel like a better strategy for supporting men to have better standards would be to ask, like, I don't know, not say women deserve less, but give them qualities to look out for.
Well,
but you're going to inevitably have to give them less to find those qualities.
I think we could all agree that Myron could have named the book something else. But hey, he's still not wrong. But yeah.
Qualities is my point.
I agree with you there.
I thought you
But
said,
if
like...
we're going to bring the argument back to, oh, it's not what you said, it's how you said it, then you lost the argument, right?
In
the vetting phase, when you're first seeing her, you're going to have to give her less to be able to,
say the woman shows
her.
up with all these qualities. Say she shows up with feminism and quietness and a pursuit of societally feminine qualities. Like, if she already comes with all these great qualities, does that mean
So you mean she's
she
not a
wouldn't deserve
feminist?
less?
So you mean she's not a
The
feminist?
opposite
She
of
can be a feminist, but also just adhere to more
How can she
societally
be a
feminine
feminist?
rules.
Well, the problem with that is that if she's a
feminine.
feminist, that inherently means that she thinks she's equal to the man, and that's problematic.
I would say that's not quite the definite. Well, honestly, feminism.
Well, let me ask you this.
Pretty equal.
Would it be fair to say that women want a man that's taller than
That's what it
them?
is.
Societally, like, masculine.
Yeah.
She's into
Standards?
dumb.
Like
I would
taller-
say if they're societally feminine.
No. Yeah. Okay.
So-
So would it be fair to say that women want a guy that makes more money than they do? In
if they're
general.
societally traditional.
In general, yeah. Would it be fair to say that a woman wants a guy that's stronger than her, that could protect her?
If she's also traditional in beliefs.
Okay. So
But that's
the
just
reality
what-
is
that's what
is
you're
that women are
attracted to,
looking for
though.
a superior. They're not looking for an inferior. And even the women that are the staunchest
we're
of
not.
feminists
You hear that in
still
the
want a
background?
man
What you looking
that's going to
for
make
there,
more money than
Jordan?
them, still be more competent than them. As a matter of fact, the more of a feminist she is and the more money she makes
Half
and the more
people
status she
yelling
has,
out in the
the
crowd,
higher her
half the
demand.
people that come up here real mad, they got a little gay in them. Like, what you even arguing about? You like the same gender, weirdo. Like, what are you arguing about? What are you mad about? I'm not even talking about you. You far out the way right now.
And actually go. So, women will sit there and say, "Oh, I want an equal partner." But when you look at her partner, a lot of times he's actually superior to her.
So you're saying in order for a woman to deserve something, she must just have these traditional qualities and the man must also have these traditional qualities?
Well, here's the thing. Every man is different and looks
What
for
is she
certain things.
asking?
I think the thing is that he's got to kind of come in and understand this is how a lot of modern women are. If she has certain bad habits, you're going to have to deprogram that out, and just go from there. Or some girls might not even be worth it. She has to obviously have potential, but if she doesn't have potential, then don't waste your time.
Most girls are out here not
so
worth it.
a man, even if he's not
You
these,
should think like that because most girls don't think you worth it out here, nigga. You could be trying your best too. Shit. I haven't met a girl trying her best at anything, but getting some attention.
traditional masculine qualities, should still pursue a woman with all these traditional feminine qualities in order to fulfill his ego?
No, I think men need to rise to the occasion. If you want a submissive, traditional female, you need to be the dominant, assertive male, and you adhere to your duties. I'm very big on the men. You can't demand a feminine woman while being a feminine man. It doesn't make sense.
So should I say men deserve less in order to encourage
If
women
you a
to
feminine man, you not even demanding nothing.
find men with less qualities in order
Nigga
to
over here get a walk
find a
on,
partner
trying
they're
find
hoping to
some
change?
pussy.
Well, no, it's
Trying to
the reason why
find
the women
love.
deserve less is because we have a simp problem. We have guys that are over here giving women a lot of attention and resources simply for the fact that they have a vagina. That's the problem. It's on the male side. With women, you guys kind of already have your pick of the litter, so I have to teach.
We can all see the proof of this simping problem, not in porn, the porn industry. That was normalized, even though it's way out of hand now. The OnlyFans industry exposed the simps, not the porn industry. Niggas was jacking off in peace. Now niggas is paying just for a conversation.
Teach men this stuff, not necessarily women.
I see. So women are good at having good standards and men are not, and that's why we say women deserves less?
Well, typically men take whatever they can get. Women wait out for the best option that they can get. Men take, women want the best they can get. Men can take whatever they can get. So I'm trying to get guys to understand their value and only white women that are worthy? Because a lot aren't.
So, in order for a man to find a woman that's worthy, we have to convince all the women that they're not worthy.
The niggas, I'm confused. These niggas that lie, cause
No, the girl that he's dating, she needs to prove herself.
Yes, so
gotta put her
inherently
through her
believe that
paces.
she is not worthy on her own and must prove herself. Right?
Yes. Just
So,
like the man
yeah.
must prove himself to become attractive in the first place.
I mean, I think both sides of the relationship need to prove themselves.
But here's the difference. We don't tell that enough to women. That's the issue.
I think it's because a
We
lot
tell
of
women that they're perfect just the way that they are, and that's a lie. We tell men all the time you need to rise to the occasion. We got standards on men, but we don't put standards on women. No matter how rude, crass, obnoxious they are, how fat they are, we don't give them any standards.
And I feel like that's mainly because women in society.
We don't tell men love your curves. We tell women that. You know, we don't tell women to do the right thing. We tell do what's right for you. We tell men do the right thing. Women do what's right for you. So we don't really have societal boundaries on females. And if a man
But
does
who's
express
saying
societal
that?
boundaries,
Who's guiding the societal statements? It's men. It's men not supporting men.
well, that's why I'm here. Tell them the truth.
So let's exclude women and focus on men supporting men.
That's what I'm doing. But for them to understand this stuff, I have to talk about obviously this obstacle that's in a way that messes a lot of them up. Because they might go ahead and make money, become successful, but they can't figure out women.
Well, I think a lot of times they can find success without women, and it might even be a faster route.
Success in what regard, though? If they want to have a family, they're going to need a female.
I feel like they should find success before finding a female.
I agree with you on that.
And then they'll find a female that's also successful.
Well, I mean, every guy's different, but men typically don't care about a woman's success.
Okay, but successful for you would mean a traditional feminine trait.
Yeah.
So if he
But it
has
seemed to me
this-
like you meant it in the way where like academic achievement or monetary because you come.
No,
okay.
well, yeah, I'm sorry. I just meant considering
Men typically don't
your
care about a
version of
woman's-
a woman's success is that.
In general, typically most guys don't care about a woman's ability to create resources.
I mean,
Men don't care about
traditionally in society.
I mean, in general, like guys don't care about how much money a woman makes or her career.
I would argue that's more of a society evolutionary thing than biological, but
Yeah. Next. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep going. Yeah, we'll see until they kick us out, I guess.
Yeah.
What's up?
Hi, I'm Kenny.
Hi.
I use all pronouns, of course.
Sure.
The fact that she had to say that she uses all pronouns, we know what she is. We know what side she's on.
I'm sorry, you said you use what pronoun?
I use all pronouns.
Crazy
use all of them?
eyes.
Yes.
Crazy eyes.
Okay, you're a she, right?
You could say that, yes.
You could say that, yes.
Okay. Just so I know what I'm dealing with here, how many genders are there?
Multiple.
Okay, interesting. All right, what's your
But
question?
of course, you want to know that there's only two genders, correct?
Because there is. What are we talking about right now?
Yes, there are.
Male and female, correct?
Correct. That is 100% correct. What are we talking about right now?
Yes.
Okay. So you would consider yourself a high-value man, correct?
Nope, never said that.
No.
I don't think you can attribute that title to yourself. I think that's something that other people recognize.
Other people recognize. So you yourself, that you recognize that you are high value?
I mean, if people see me that way, I don't think you can really call yourself like that's like calling yourself alpha. I think that's very cheesy and tacky. I think
Really?
your reputation precedes you. That's what I think it should be, or how it is.
Okay. And you yourself, you say you have a wife, correct?
No, I don't have a wife.
You don't have a wife. Okay. But you do find yourself accompanied with other women, correct?
In what way?
I mean, you could. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like on the show, because like, yeah, we bring girls on our show and everything.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so like me dealing with other women?
Yes.
Yeah, what about it?
Okay. Do those other women, value themselves? What kind of career do those women have when they come to you?
I mean, I don't really care about it.
Why not?
Because generally speaking, men don't care about a woman's career. We just don't.
But you said you should bring more to the table. So why not a career? Why not a high-paying, valued
All right, well,
job?
okay, let's go through this. So let's say I told you, me and you were on a date, right? And I told
no.
you, hypothetically, again, you could the purposes, bear with me here. I know you hate me and everything, but yeah.
I don't hate you.
So,
I'm just trying to see.
So let's assume, right? We're on a day and I tell you, hey, look, I have like this awesome Jordan collection. I got these designer wallets. I got like this walk-in closet. It's awesome. What's
Okay.
your thoughts with that?
You buy a lot of expensive things. Yes.
Okay, so what else comes to mind when I'm talking about my obsession for fashion?
You like fashion. You like to dress up, essentially.
Okay, but what's your opinion on that?
What else is my opinion? I'm about
So,
to say
would it be
that,
fair to say-
you're a rich man because you can afford Jordan's designer clothes?
Okay,
and
but
everything that else?
let me ask you this. Would it be fair to say that you'd be indifferent to me saying that?
Yes, because
Okay, hold on.
what's the point?
Pause that. Thank you. That's exactly how we feel about women's careers.
What? What do you mean? What are
No,
you
hold on,
talking
no.
about?
I really
That's how
want you to take that
feel. I don't know
in.
about you,
That
baby.
same level of indifference, right, that you have
Uh-huh.
for me having an awesome wardrobe or sneakers or whatever, you're indifferent to it. That's exactly how men feel about women's careers, and I'll explain what I mean by this. Because my wardrobe doesn't benefit you, right? It doesn't benefit you.
No.
Same thing. A woman's career doesn't benefit us. It doesn't
What?
benefit us because we're still going to be expected to be a protector and a provider. So this is why in general men don't care about women's careers. It doesn't benefit us. Just like my shoe collection doesn't benefit you.
But you can't attribute a piece of wardrobe to a career.
I'm just giving you a functional equivalent. Like
Uh-huh.
that's how, like the way you view the whole closet thing. That's how we view women in relationship, women in education and a career. We don't care.
Okay, so you're saying I should value myself less to achieve a man who will protect me, provide everything I need. Basically, rich, tall, strong, masculine. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think you should value yourself less.
But you said women deserve less, so
Yeah,
therefore,
yeah,
me, I
from the-
deserve less.
Yeah, I don't think men should be simping on women. They got to earn that.
But you clearly haven't earned it yourself, because no one respects you right here.
I'm sorry?
But you clearly don't deserve it either.
That would go personal. No one respects you.
You're saying men should not be simps for women,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me tell you,
Men-
he's a respected man. The fact that everybody's there for him, he's respected. He got invited to your college. He's a respected, successful man. The fact that he's there and you're debating him right now, you're just proving yourself wrong and you're getting personal for what right now?
Men shouldn't be simps for women because they're, let's say, they have too many cons instead of pros.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
women should be leaning to more the submissive, the more.
Men shouldn't be simps because, simps is a derogatory term. Why are you fighting for men simping right now? Lowering us, the man.
Traditional housewife, not a feminist either.
You're kind of jumbling a bunch of things together. I don't quite understand what you're trying to ask or say
Okay,
here.
so you want. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll explain this in crayon eating terms.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Why should not men not be simps? Especially if you're looking for a long-term relationship, let's say a wife, you want to have kids, you want to settle down.
I think you mean why should men not be simps?
Yeah, why shouldn't they?
Well, the problem is that when you're a simp, women don't respect you. Women don't respect simps.
Okay.
They just don't.
So
This
what
is
if
just
it's
the reality.
Okay. If it's the other way around, women should not be simps for men.
Well, no, actually, women should simp for their man.
But why?
Why?
Because women deserve
Because-
less?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because men typically know how to deal with attention and validation from women better than women do, and I'll tell you what I mean by this. So a young man will go through his life a lot of the times, maybe not get a kiss from a girl, maybe not get a gift from a woman, maybe not have a date, whatever it may be. It's really hard for a lot of guys. So when guys get attention or affection from women, we typically tend to remember that, right? Men might go through their entire life without getting a gift, versus a woman, she's going to be courted, she's going to get simps on her all the time. Women don't really know how to appreciate male attention because you guys get so much of it, right? But us, on the other hand, men, especially when they've worked and made themselves attractive, we know how to appreciate women treating us well. But women typically don't know how to appreciate men treating them well. This is why guys get stuck in the friend zone, right? So it's completely different. Because since we don't get the abundance of attention that you guys do, we're able to better appreciate that attention when we do get it. Does that make sense?
So why don't you put yourself out there more? Be more attractive to women, of course.
This is what I tell guys to do. But that takes time.
But it takes time.
Takes a lot of time.
to make yourself attractive.
For men, yes. The things that make a man attractive
It
take
takes time to
time.
make you attractive, bitch. You in the mirror for 2 hours to go to Applebee's.
To accumulate.
Okay. In your own words, what makes a man attractive?
A bunch of things. Competency, network, income, title, the ability to be a leader, experience. This is basically the things that men need to have in place to be attractive to a large demographic of females.
Okay. What should a man's title be?
I'm sorry?
You said title. What does title mean? Of course, in your standards.
I mean, as in like what he identifies as his like career.
As his career?
Yes.
So you're
What he does for
saying.
a profession.
Okay.
Men are typically defined by their careers
All right.
and what they do.
All right. So what are women defined as? Instead of, boobs, breast, and all.
Having a family.
Having a family?
Yes.
And that's
Raising the next generation of children and people.
it. Okay. So you're saying.
I think that's the best thing a woman can do, not her career.
Okay. So men should not be sent for women,
Yep.
not even including their wives?
Well, even with your wife, you don't want to be a simp. Obviously, you don't want to be a pushover. I'm saying treat her well, obviously, but you don't want to be a simp either. Because remember, like, let me define simp for you. Being a simp is basically showing a
said, "Oh,
unreciprocated
Lord."
amount of attention and validation to a female that's not doing the same.
So what if she is doing the same?
Myron do too, but he ain't confused.
But so we have a few more minutes. Let's go to the next person.
You know what? Sure. Of course. It's been a pleasure talking
Sure.
with you, Kenny.
No problem.
He, she, they pronouns.
Sure.
She gotta be mentally ill. That's not normal. That's not normal. That's not. Is her father proud? Is anyone in her family proud?
How you doing?
Hey.
My name's JJ. What, you said your name was Myron?
Yeah.
All right, nice to meet you. So, what's it called? I just wanted to know, I got here a little bit late. What you think, like women deserve less. What's your, give me a rundown of, what it means. You're talking about, pay? Are you talking about, how they work? I heard you say a couple things.
Well, I mean, it's simple. You gotta find a woman that's reciprocating with you. The problem is that a lot of guys put an enormous amount of skin in the game with women, and what ends up happening is the woman doesn't respect them, and she doesn't value that relationship. So what I tell guys is they need to be in a position first where they're attractive in the prize, and then from there, obviously make women work for the validation versus just simping on her.
All right, and then most of the time, you've answered these questions. You've said men like this, men do this, but what men are with you? What other men have you met that want the same things as you? You're saying men think that women's careers don't matter.
Nigga, you need to ask him, what does he want as a man? What do you want, my homie? Do you want a whore? What do you want, homie? Do you want a simp over a bitch? Do you want to be a simp? Do you want to call yourself a simp? What do you want?
Matter. What men are you talking to that think like this?
Well, what I've realized is typically the more money and status a man has, the less he cares about these things. Now, are there some guys out there that want an egalitarian relationship? Sure. But I would argue that it just simply doesn't work, and we have the data to show that divorce rates are high. We have the lowest marriage rates ever, and it's come because of this whole equality thing. Because on paper, women say they want equality, but it doesn't really work in practice. So, but yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys that I know in my network, they want a woman that's gonna do what she's supposed to do, which is be a homemaker, take care of their children, be submissive and follow their lead.
So when you get a wife, whenever that is, what would you want her to do, as a career or whatever? You just want her to stay at home while you go and talk to people?
Well, being an age,
Shit, he making enough money. What else is she gonna do other than help him make more money and keep the family stable? What are we talking about? That's what we should all strive for. That's ideal. Especially if you asking him personally. who's making millions of dollars.
You can assist me with certain things, make things happen. So like for me, for example, my girl runs my real estate for me. So I don't have to worry about that. She runs my real estate portfolio. So, that's something I don't have to worry about so much.
So her doing all that for you, you're saying she deserves less than you.
No, that's after a woman has earned that changes things. I'm saying up front when you're going through the courting / vetting process.
All right, so what does she have to do to like earn that for you?
Again, every guy's going to have different things, but if you're asking me in particular, be submissive, be pleasant, good cook, not a pain in the ass, assist me with things I got going on day to day. Just be helpful, really. Men don't ask for much, man. I think guys are very simple. And that's really it.
All right, so whenever you were talking to one of these other girls, you said like you still have a mom, right?
Yeah.
Did you grow up with both parents?
Yes.
And they brought you into this, you said? Like they made you think like this?
My mom was the one that instilled in me from an early age, because I used to have a liberal mindset too when I was
Nobody's debating this nigga. They just asking him more and more questions. It's like, okay, let me figure you out. How can I disagree without sounding insane and yelling out, oh, he, she, they, pronouns. Stupid ass.
in college thinking like, oh yeah, this equal partnership is going to work. And when my mom told me this when I was younger, I thought she was just crazy. But the reality is she was right about a lot of this stuff. Finding a woman that's going to follow your lead and be productive.
I gotcha. So
she trying to rush you?
Yeah, I guess like my conclusion is like, I feel like with a mother and like a girlfriend, like, I feel like you can't really say they deserve less or have to earn it. I don't think women have to earn anything. I feel like
okay, so just be given to them, huh?
Yeah, like we don't really have to we don't owe them anything. Like they're brought into this world for a reason. Like our job is to protect them. Like we don't really have to
Okay, so you think?
Yes, it is our job to protect them. I very much agree.
You think just simping on them up front is fine?
No, simping is not like that's not a thing you have to do to like get a woman's attention. Like, okay, put it in this perspective. Like the last girl you talked to.
Because you said they don't have to earn it.
Look at all the mad black bitches behind them. Oh shit, we turning it up a notch.
Thing, right?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. So, what is that? That doesn't equate to simping.
All right, so if they don't have to earn anything, like they just get your validation, attention, and time and resources.
It depends.
Just off
okay,
that?
but hear me out.
Oh, now it depends.
So,
what is he arguing?
No, it doesn't depend on that. It depends on like they don't owe you anything to like okay, put it in perspective. Let's say you were a girl, you were a guy, whatever. Do you think like I'm attractive like right now? Like looking at me. What do you think?
I mean, you can ask the ladies here. I don't know what they.
No, I'm asking
want to
you.
vote.
I'm asking you because you put yourself in a predicament where you were dating the last girl. So do you think I'm attractive?
Well, that's kind of. I don't like men, man. So
All
I'm
right.
the wrong
So
person to ask.
a couple of the things you said like men have to be. You said men have to be strong. You said men have to have a bunch of money before they get married or before they do all that stuff.
Well, they have to have things in place to be attractive to the majority of
all
women.
right. So, I can say like I can do a little bit better. Like I can become a more attractive. But I have a beautiful girrlfriend who like loves me a lot. She's right over there. But like she doesn't like.
How long you guys been together?
For me.
How long you guys been together?
Since 20. Yeah. Why does that matter?
Well, I think that's.
This is a question, yeah.
Oh wow. Look
You
at this.
asking him a whole
Okay.
bunch
Yeah,
of
I mean, I think
questions.
it's
You
important to
just
see proof
introduced
of
your
concept. Like,
girlfriend.
how long you guys been together?
Damn.
2023.
Okay, so for like 2 years, you guys met here in college.
Yeah. Well, we're freshmen. We've been since high school.
Okay, great.
So like, what did she have to really earn from me? Because I'm like in my book, I'm not a whole lot of attractive. I don't got 100K in the bank, but like I still hold the beautiful woman, and she's holding me down. She does she does a lot for me. So like, what did she really have to earn?
She's the breadwinner in your situation.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying that she doesn't owe me anything.
Okay, so here's the thing, man. You guys are young, but as you age, right? And I'm giving you like some real life stuff here. As you age, what's going to happen is she's going to put a greater necessity on security. And if you don't rise up to that occasion and become the protector, the provider, and everything else like that, there's going to be a high likelihood that the relationship will end. So
that's my job as much as hers.
It's great that you guys met and are like high school sweethearts and stuff. But there definitely is a brand of performance, and as you guys age, her standards are going to lean more towards security.
And I'm going to step up for that.
Perfect, then you're good. So there's no real. That's fine.
That-
As long as you adhere to your duties, then you're good. So,
All right. Have a good day.
all right, man. Okay. Who's up
Why
next?
Why are you mad though?
What happened?
He
Oh,
just
wh-
stood up for his girlfriend. Woo! What the fuck is going on, yo? Fucking college kids, yo. What? Thank God.
We gotta wrap up?
Half these motherfuckers all would have voted for Kamala if they had the energy.
yeah. So yeah,
to
we'll
wake
be
up and vote.
we'll be live.
Thank
I guess
God they
what
didn't.
at the theater at what 8? All right, 8 o'clock.
Damn, I wanted to
Oh
see.
man, the stereotypes are.
I wanted to see the Mad Black bitches. They was up next. That's probably why they took
Yeah,
the
this
mic.
is comedy, bro. Like just how fucking.
So we done?
Oh man.
What did this
Yeah,
college
we out?
expect? They're not too riled up. What the hell?
Yo. Well, I think the feminists are complaining, man. I can sit here and talk with y'all all day, but they want us out of here. I can sit here and talk all day, man,
They're
but
kicking them out at 2 o'clock.
I guess they don't want to do it, huh? What was that?
Yeah, look at the comments. You'll say, LOL, not one person agreed with that Myron guy. That's crazy. That is crazy. And we joined late. So I'm gonna make a video and react to the people that came before those people I didn't even see. But I just started live streaming it because they was still live. And I knew it was going to be some more bullshit. I already seen the fucking feminists getting mad. Them niggas didn't even like Myron didn't even say nothing crazy that whole video. But they were really arguing his book title. Oh, okay, so women deserve less. They basically just mad at the book title. They might as well just said that. Alright, damn. Like, that's what's wow. Wow. Just be the leader in your relationship, fellas. It's not that fucking hard. If your girl don't want you to lead her, then find a new girl. And they'll figure it out themselves. And you'll see what will come of them. You will see. And they will be bitter, like most of those girls.